Hey guys, sorry about that. I don't know if the previous live stream even took place, but I don't even know how much you guys have heard. I don't even know how much. Do I have to restart this again? Oh my god. But it has been an amazing journey. The fact is that we did this for literally 3 years is incredible. I mean, it's incredible. We did this literally for 3 years, and I didn't even think that was ever going to be possible. That was like one of those things where it was just going to be beyond me, and that I was probably going to be off the market or off the map after this day. So the fact is that here we are, 3 years later, and I have an amazing community. I have the most amazing group of people just supporting, loving me, and having my back. And honestly, I didn't think that I was going to get this far. So I know that I should have done this live stream I think a while ago, but I wanted to sort of do this before this month is over, which we're going to do a lot of Halloween based things this last week. I'm going to try to do an ASMR video based on Halloween, and the next thing is that I'm going to do a live stream with the OG group, where we'll do some conversations that might be creepy or something, just to see, like it's gonna be Halloween based themes, and we'll do like a form of podcast where we all kind of talk about things like that. So it's honestly a pleasure to have you guys here with me. Hey Jelena, hey Kuru, hey Esther 5, TRK. You seem like a very new person here. I don't know if you've ever been here before, TRK, but please feel free to communicate with the rest of these amazing people that are attending my live stream, because they're honestly what makes this community so amazing, and are honestly the people who have contributed so much to this community. I don't know where I'd be without them. So I hope you feel welcomed here in this family, and please, I really do hope you have a good time here with us. This is a Q&A, guys, so please feel free to ask any questions that you've always wanted to ask but always been too afraid. If for some reason you guys think that it's too personal, don't worry about asking any questions or anything like that. Just if I find it too personal, the most that I'm gonna say is that it's just too personal. I'm not gonna get angry at you guys for asking a question. This is a Q&A, and I do understand that you all have like your curiosities. So feel free to ask me anything. This is a Q&A. Please bring in all you got. I'll answer to the best of my abilities, and I hope that I can keep you guys entertained and part of this live stream. Not as amazing as you comment, for real. I'm super happy to be here and celebrate another year with this family. Thank you, Jelena. I know that I've been a little bit lacking these last couple of days. I've been going through a bit of a rough spot. If I seem tired today, I just got back from driving home from Halloween Horror Nights with my family, which we live a little bit out of the way. So, yeah. Kuru, I can say the same thing about you guys. You guys are honestly what makes this community. I may have been the person to put it all together, but you guys have the ones who made this even possible. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't even be doing this anymore. Truth is, I didn't really have the mindset to continue doing this, but when I saw how much it affected you guys, that that I felt like a big brother to you guys, or that I felt like a father to you guys, I wanted to keep doing this. I turned this into my passion, and one day, if I'm ever lucky enough that I just start doing this full time, I want to be able to do this full time. I want to be able to just focus on my community. I don't want to do anything else. I know, and it's sad too, because like I also fear the day that I won't ever be a content creator. And I know that it sounds mentally dramatic, but I am speaking a truth, because we're arriving at our third year. And many of us never question the idea of how long we'll be doing this. I want to be able to turn this full time, and I want to do this for another 15 years before I'm too old to even care. Or hell, maybe I turn old doing this, and you guys, just watch me become this old grandpa. And instead of doing my ASMR content, I'm just talking to you guys as family. Honestly, I want to do that. I want to have this community where I don't feel like I ever want to retire from communicating, because that's what this is. This isn't really a job. This isn't really anything. This is just me being here with you guys. I want to one day grow old and see my audiences just knock on my door and say, "Oh my God, this is Grandpa Combine," and I just fucking, I just be like, I'll come in and invite you guys in and just and just have conversations with my audiences that I never got to do when I was a kid. Because I'm pretty sure by the time that I get so fucking old, I'm probably not going to be even afraid of meeting my audiences by that point. I'll just invite you guys over and we just I don't know, hang out or something. And you guys get to tell me stories about your life. Yeah, I mean, I'm 27 young. I'm very fucking young. Well, I'm not very young, but I'm young. I'm still alive. I'm still doing these things, and true. It sounds crazy, but I really want to do this full time. And I want to be able to hear your guys' stories every day. I want to just quit my job and just focus on this, because this is the best part of my life. Is hearing you guys. So if you guys have any questions to celebrate the 30-year anniversary, to anybody who's new, to anybody who's always wanted to speak, if you guys have questions, please ask away, and I'll happily answer in any way I can. If you guys are afraid that you might ask me anything offensive or personal, the most I'll ever say is that it's just personal and I can't really talk about it, but I will not ever judge you guys for having a sense of curiosity. So go for it. And hey Bunny, glad to have you here. I love you. Okay, actually that's an interesting one, because nobody has ever asked me about my specific videos of ASMR, and I've always wanted people to ask me about my specific videos, so I'll happily talk about it. The reason why I started doing boyfriend ASMR is because I love you too, Bunny. Well, when you spend a lot of time, for many of you guys, I'll speak plainly and I'll speak to the point. I was abused, as you all know, growing up in a tough environment. By the age of 14, my father told me something that would have changed my life for the majority of my existence during the time that I was growing up, and if it messed me up in so many ways that I couldn't really think. So after the age of 14, and he told me that line that many of you know, that he didn't want it to be my father anymore, it broke me psychologically and physically. So when I started doing all these things, I wanted to take, I fell apart. I thought I couldn't ever find happiness again. So I started realizing that if I wasn't going to be happy, I was at least going to help other people find that happiness I could not achieve. So when that happened, I really wanted to help people. And I noticed that when I was helping people, I found happiness in a different way. I started seeing people smiling, and I started finding a happiness on my own, and I started realizing that this is something that I can probably get behind doing, because I feel like I'm undoing the mess that my father had done to me. And maybe it's like some sort of redemption, that maybe I'll be good enough, I'll be worth it to the world. Obviously, my ideals have changed, and I realize that self-love is also important. Otherwise, if you don't have self-love, you will never find that purpose. Because I was doing things for the wrong reasons, but now I'm here and I'm alive, and I'm learning that self-love is just, it's so important. But I started doing boyfriend ASMRs because I realized that there were certain people that felt alone as I did, and there are people who felt even more alone than I ever could possibly imagine. Where some people don't even get the luxury of going out, going on dates, or maybe just too scared to go into relationships. So I wanted to sort of create an atmosphere where I create this character, this boyfriend character, where he feels comfortable. He feels like you've known each other for so long, and it feels like you've already had this interaction. So there's no cold approach, there's no beginning interactions, because you guys feel like you've already been together. And I have done also confession ASMR to make you feel appreciated, because boyfriend ASMRs also are made to make you feel like you can have hopes for love, and that's also to inspire you to go out there and to find that love that you've always wanted to have, because it's always just a door away, and that is by taking care of yourself, pushing yourself to giving yourself that chance, because many of you are beautiful and wonderful, more so than you think you are. So you guys, so I push that narrative because I think you guys deserve a chance to be redeemed. To those who don't think that they deserve to have a relationship, so I put these boyfriend ASMRs as one, as a comfort, as two, as you know, you have affirmations and love and admiration for the boyfriend that loves you. And for three, is to inspire a goal that you all can have love if you really try to have that. Because it's not out of your way. You can have those things. And that's why I wanted to sort of put this character. Because if you actually notice too, the boyfriend ASMR character, he's not perfect. He's shy, he's nervous, he's scared like you guys. He's imperfect in his own way, and that's what makes him perfect. He has hopes, he has dreams, and so that's why I created this character, so that you can relate to him, and he can relate to you. He feels close to you. He feels loved when you're there for him, but he also pushes you, because I also put like a little message for him to inspire you to go out there and to give it a try. So the boyfriend ASMR, I created him as a way of showing my audience that they are loved, and that they have an opportunity to go out there, but also to have a sense of comfort and love eternally, because he wants you to love yourself, and that's the purpose of the boyfriend ASMR. So yeah, that's to answer your question. Sorry I took so long answering that one. I really wanted to go into it. It's not often that people actually ask me about my boyfriend. I mean my ASMR characters. So I really wanted to dive into this. Of course. No, thank you, Tarek. Let's see. Jelena's question: how has your singing been going, and are you gonna upload more covers and singing videos? Absolutely, that will never stop being a thing. That would never stop being a thing. I always love singing. I always put up more covers. I would like to do more ASMR covers, but those take a little bit of talent and memorization of the lyrics. So I try to perfect it, and hopefully I can start doing that more and more. It's also based on my skills. Honestly, my singing skills are a bit subpar, but you guys love them, and I try my best to keep it going. So yeah. What's another question you have? Yeah, let me see if I missed out any questions. Guys, remember, it's a Q&A, so feel free to ask any questions that you guys got. There is no wrong questions, and I will not judge you for being curious. I just want you to know that you are safe in this community, and that I really do appreciate everything that you guys have been through with me and here in this moment, because honestly, I would have never found myself if it wasn't for you guys. So just remember, I'm happy to have you guys here. I'll be honest, you've become a father figure for me, considered my hardships and with my dad, and I enjoy your company. By the way, Kuro, I did get your message. I'm so sorry. I was enjoying my time in Halloween Horror Nights, and I I wish I would have responded to you sooner. So I hope I'm. Are you asking me? Of course, Jelena. I love I love your fan arts. I love when people give me fan arts because I can make more tribute videos. It doesn't even have to be fan arts too. It can be anything. I also hope one day people can start sending me fan mail in the PO box that I still have open. I never closed it. I want you guys to know. I left it open in hopes that one day I can get it. Just let me know if something comes in the mail. I'll open it up, and if I ever get enough fan mail, I'll start doing fan mail videos. I hope to do that one day. I really, really do hope to do that one day, because that's the dream. That's where I want to get to with my audience, where I can like sort of like do reaction videos with my audience and checking out what they have to offer. So if you guys have fan arts or anything that you want to do for me, I greatly appreciate it. Don't ever feel ashamed to do that stuff for me, because I love it so much. So yeah, there you go. Hey y'all, I can't stay though. I wish I could. Oh my god, I literally forgot to put this on Discord. Let me put this on Discord in hopes that we can get more people on board with this. Oh, wait. Let me see. By the way, I was supposed to submit a video early today. I didn't get to because it got copyrighted very heavily to the point where it turned invisible. I don't really care if my content gets copyrighted. In terms of copyright claims, which that happens to all the videos that I submit that with music that isn't mine, and it doesn't mean that it's not a copyright strike. A copyright strike is different from a copyright claim. The copyright claim, pretty much all the money I make pretty much just goes to them. I claim no rights to the video. I claim nothing about it. That's not my stuff. So pretty much it's just me offering to them. Oh shit, my buddy did it for me before I could even do that. But yeah, no, I wanted to do like a series where I put my composed music that I created and putting them on an anime scene, just so you guys can see what my music is supposed to sound like as background musics to movies and shows and anime scenes. But I couldn't do it, unfortunately. So there it is. I couldn't do it. So, but I hope to maybe it's just that one anime sequence. But yeah, if you guys have any sort of suggestions that you want me to do in terms of ASMR videos, let me know. Oh wait, combine. If you had 1 hour to talk to your younger self, what would you do? Well, 1 hour, that's a lot of stuff. Like, I'll be going into the basics of everything that's going to happen in my life and how to prepare for it. But honestly, if there's anything that I could say to myself, let's say it was just cut down to 1 minute or 10 minutes or something, I'd honestly tell myself that it's okay that things aren't gonna go your way. You're not always gonna win every fight, and that's okay. Doesn't mean you're a failure. Doesn't mean that you're worth anything less than what you are. But remember to always forgive yourself. Remember to give yourself that chance to grow, and to not focus on things that you have no control over. Sure, your father may not love you the way that he does, but you have an opportunity to be in charge of your life. It's your life. It's not his. It's not anybody's. It's yours. So take care of yourself, little buddy, and know that the time that you have is now. You don't have yesterday because it doesn't exist anymore. And you don't have tomorrow because it is yet to come. The only thing you have in this moment is here today. So obviously the only thing that I can say to my younger self is, Achilles, forgive yourself, because the world is going to be hard and people are always going to expect things from you, but the only person that you have in this world is you, and that you deserve to be happy like everybody else. You deserve to be loved, and you shouldn't give up who you are for the person you've always wanted to be. So to answer your question, Esther 5, that's what I would say to my younger self if I ever got the chance to. But honestly, I am happy with where I am right now. I mean, yeah, sure, things are a bit tough, but I have an amazing and beautiful girlfriend. I have a life. I'm alive. I'm living the dream that I never thought I could. Sure, I had bigger dreams, but I think I'm right where I need to be. And I think if it wasn't for those struggles too, I wouldn't be here with where I am. I have an amazing community. I have an amazing family. And I'm alive. So I am happy. I don't regret not doing the things that I done, because shit. And I hope my bunny heard that. Because she means the world to me. She was like, she's like the light in the dark aspects of my life. She's honestly always been there for me. She's picked me up when I'm down. She's picked me up when I felt tired. She's always been there. There's not a lot of people that I can say I'm lucky to have in my life, but she's definitely one of those people. And I can't imagine my life without her. So I love you, Bunny. Hey, Short Stack, welcome. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Again, no question is too out of it. If you guys have a question about my ASMR content, about my characters that I've ever made, sorry about that, guys. If you could describe your life in one word, what would it be? If I could describe my life in one word, what would it be? Purpose. Well, see, one word it's too short. I can do it in 3 words, but I can't do it in 1. That's too tough. It's too tough. Hope. Yes, that's my life in 1 word. Hope. We spend a lot of time just trying to figure out where we are in this world, and while things always seem bleak and dark, there's always that thing that you're fighting for. I never lost hope, no matter how scary the world got. Sometimes it's all I have. It's the hope and will to keep fighting. And if you don't really have that going on, it's tough to do without it. You have to have a dream. You have to have a place where you always want to be. Dreams keep people alive, believe it or not. People say some dreams are not worth having, but they are. They're a sense of place where you want to be, even if it's outlandish, even if it's the most craziest thing. Pursue it. It doesn't make you an idiot. It doesn't make you ridiculous. It's something that you want to have. And one of the most inspirational people in this world achieved amazing lifestyles because they had big dreams. I mean, sure, you can be a guy who works at a job from 9 to 5, and you can be comfortable and you can be getting paid averagely or handsomely, but Are you gonna be happy? He's a foot therapist. Fuck you, babe. I have been wanting to do some fan art. However, I do need an idea. Any suggestions? I've always wanted to have like a fan art of like, because I love irony. I like the whole concept that yes, my guy looks like an evil being, but he's actually just a shadow being. He's always supposed to look like a misunderstood person, but he is someone that I imagine that is supposed to have a beautiful and kind heart. So I always imagine him like facing a demon. It's so ironic because we all face demons in our lives, but just because he looks like a shadow person doesn't mean he's demonic. Shadow people and demons, you know, it's just a person that's been going through so much. That's what I imagine a shadow person to look like. So I always want a fan art of like me facing a fucking dragon or a demon. That'd be so cool. I love irony so much. My dad keeps telling me to try and eat 2 or 3 meals a day because I've been eating one small meal a day for the past one. It's short stack. I know that it may not be that bad to you, but consistency and a healthy diet is really important. You know, you got to eat normal, like consistent meals a day. 2 or 3 times a day is very good for you. It keeps you, you know, alive and in a healthy mindset. Fasting is never that good for you, and could cause some issues further down the line, especially with malnutrition and many things like that. And I really do suggest that you eat 2 or 3 meals at least a day. It's good for you. You know that you can never go too wrong with at least having consistency in your life and eating properly. I know a short stack. I mean, but water and 1 meal a day, you know, it's yeah, but it's not good to just simply lose weight like that. Because think about it like this: if you're doing it for the purpose of losing weight, you're going about it the wrong way. Because let me tell you something: people have actually gained weight from fasting too, because your body eventually will come to the point where it's like, holy shit, I'm starving. And then what it does is that it pushes your these neurons that burn fat closer, so that it doesn't do anything like that anymore. And your body starts to come up with this idea, well, if I'm going to starve, eventually I'm going to have to realize I have to store these foods within my system. And so people tend to gain weight faster when they fast, ironically, even though they don't know that, because your body believes that it's starving itself. And so it's like you have to have a good connection and a good communication with your body. And consistent meals a day is good for you. If you want to lose weight the healthy way. You know, exercise, eat healthy, properly, but maintain a good lifestyle, a very comfortable one too. Because if your body, your mind and body are like partners, they're friends. They have to be in the same place. If one starts to fall down, the other friend would feel bummed out that his friend is falling apart, and then he will start to feel a little bit falling apart too. You got to take care of each other. That's the brain and the body. The brain and the body have to take care of each other. So all I ask is that, I mean, if you're trying to convince me that it's good for you, I can't lie to you. I mean, the most that I can say is that just have a little bit more consistency in your diet, and please take care of yourself. Water is just not always going to cut it. You need food and water. Those two have to stay together. I really care about you, short stack, and losing weight is not all. I wanted to be at least 125 to check my weight. and I was around 175. It was 200, but I dropped because I also did. Oh no! Don't do that, short stack. I told you fasting is not good. That's malnutrition. You need food in your system. You can't just do that alone. We'll get back to the live stream in just a bit, but please, short stack, don't do that. As a person who went to study literal health, and I took a class in nutrition, that's not good for you. Like, that is horrible for you. You need more food in your diet, because your body's going to start to do the opposite eventually. You're going to reach a phase where you're going to start gaining pounds because your body thinks it's starving itself, and it's going to start containing all that little food that you're eating. If you want to lose weight the right way, with consistency, exercise, and other things. But don't lose pounds through malnutrition. That's not going to do anything for you. You need vitamins, you need health, you need food, you need all these things. So please, take better care of yourself, Short Stack. I care about you, and I really do hope that you take better care for yourself. I won't sort of condone that. If you're looking for positive reinforcements into your diet, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm honest, because I look at you guys as my little siblings, and I can never lie to you guys. I'm sorry. But let me see. Any other questions? Draw him in, like, looking at himself like oh, that'd be cool, Esther 5. Yes, actually, that's perfect. Draw like a human version of me, and a Shadow Combine version of me, like Achilles looking at Shadow Combine. I've always wanted to have an art sort of form like that, where we're looking at each other in the mirror, and it's like, yeah. I know, Short Stack, but that's not gonna get anything better. You losing weight, you'll get there. I promise you'll get there, Short Stack. But health comes first. Your body needs nutrition. You can lose weight through nutrition, but eating more isn't gonna make you gain weight, actually, because your body needs energy. If you want to lose weight, you got to lose it the right way. Because trust me when I say, if you lose weight in a malnutrition state, your body's going to look extremely unhealthy. You're going to feel lethargic. You're not going to feel like you have any energy for anything. You're going to feel tired all the time. You're going to have low sugars. You need all these things to feel like there's a better way to do what you're doing. I can promise you that. But that's what I'm doing. I don't think you ever responded to my DM. Oh, I just answered you to that, Kuru. I don't know if you heard what I said to you earlier, but I did say that I'm sorry. I really wish that I answered that, because I did see it, but I saw it when I was in Halloween Horror Nights, because I was in Halloween Horror Nights yesterday, and I just got back. If you see that I'm talking with a bit more lethargic and a bit unfiltered, that's why I am so sorry, man. But I will answer you eventually. Yeah, I lost myself, But again, let's keep things in high spirits, guys. You want to know how, Tark? Damn, a lot of people really do look to me as a person for hope and faith. I want you guys to know I'm no savior, but honestly, I don't eclipse. Sometimes I fail myself. I'm scared. And Tark, even I'm having a problem with that, but you know what? I'll answer you both of your questions in one, because they're both the same thing. How can you love yourself, and how do you keep believing yourself in your goals? I'll put those two questions together because those two really do, matter greatly in the same sense. So, how do you love yourself? I actually answered this question last live stream. And the way that you do that is, it's like a relationship with someone else. You know how you have a relationship with someone else? It's about confining trust. It's about taking time and showing how much you love each other. I mean, how much you love this person, in hopes that this person can forgive you and understand. Because that's what happened. You guys have put yourself through this tough time, or you guys been traumatized, and you guys okay, sorry, my brain is not braining correctly, but let me go back to the point. In order to gain self-love, something that we all have is having a relationship with yourself. And that is that you got to be honest with who you are and what you do. A lot of the times we stray too far from our purpose because we don't know why we do the things that we do. You neglect the ideas that you have in your mind. You have all these concepts of belief and hopes, but yet you never act upon those dreams and those lifestyles. Take for example the many times that you guys come to this this community, and you ask me if you feel like you're worthy enough, if you guys are annoying, or if anything. You guys, at any chance you get, you will listen to the negative feedback that you guys do get. You find every reason to bash yourself rather than love yourself. You guys feel like it's more easy to understand and hear the horrible words that people say to you over the beautiful words that are being said. People can tell you 1,000 times that you're not worthy enough, that you're not loved, that you're not deserving of who you are. And so you take that in, and rather than using it to better yourself, you beat yourself down and say, this is why I'm not happy, because we're not working together and this and that, rather than trying to better yourself and your relationship with who you are. Loving yourself is like a relationship. You need to take yourself out some days. You need to, do the things that you love, and listen to your thoughts rather than bottling up these emotions that you go through day by day, and standing up for yourself more. When someone says something about you, you stand up for yourself and say, either yes, it's true and that you need to better yourself, or that you need to, or that you tell them to shut the hell up and say, I'm doing what I want to do because I love myself. You got to stand by your actions. You got to believe in what you believe in. You got to set yourself the path. Forget who you were in the past. Forget the things that you lost. Focus on what you can have today and tomorrow, because that dream, that goal that you want is just one step away. But you're so focused on the world that is not deciding equal to you, that you care so much about being right than doing the right thing. You need to take care of yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to treat your body like it's a temple. I mean, how could you ever find happiness and love if you don't even love yourself? You need to start with you first. Because I tell everybody, and I tell everybody every single day, there is no amount of love in this world, not your mom, not your dad, not your brothers, not your siblings, not your friends, that can ever love you enough for you to love yourself. That must come from within. The world around you, the way that it loves you, that's called supportive love. But the love that you need is inner self-love. To pick yourself up and say, this is how I want to live my life, this is what I want to do, and I'm deciding it here today that this is my life. I am not the victim that I was yesterday. I am not the victim that will stand there and take it. I am taking back my life, and this is mine. You need to say that to yourself every single day. Every time you're feeling doubtful, you pick yourself up and you say, it's okay to cry. For the record, guys, it is okay to cry about your situation, but you have to pick yourself up eventually and say, fuck what everybody else thinks. I don't care if this person doesn't want me to be happy. I don't care if this person says that I look stupid and goofy. I don't care if this person says that I'm cringy. You take your life into your hands and you say, fuck what everybody else thinks, because this is what I do. This is my moment, and this is my dreams. You take it into account and you focus on everything you have to make today worth it. Find happiness. Find purpose. Let me tell you guys something. To answer Eclipse's question now that I've answered Tark's question, Eclipse's question is, how do you keep believing in yourself and your goals? For a time I didn't. For a time I really didn't. I didn't believe in anything. My father told me that he didn't want to be my father anymore, and I gave up on life. I lost all the original dreams that I had. I lost who Achilles was, and I became Shadow Combine. I hung on to that personality because I thought it was the only thing that kept me sane. It was the only thing that kept me with purpose. Because I was afraid to live in a world where I wasn't loved by the very person that brought me into this world. I wanted to be good enough. I wanted to be helpful. And if you looked into my older videos, I talked with less energy. I talked in those videos with less personality. I literally, you know what? I'm gonna admit it. I came in this community pretending to be a version of Corpse Husband, because that guy was my fucking idol. And I had no sense of self. I had no sense of personality. So I took someone else's personality, thinking that that would make me happy. But that wasn't me. I had nothing going on, and I had no dreams, I had no hopes. But now I do. I want to keep doing this. I want to have more purpose. I gave up my faceless persona to finally be Achilles again, because Achilles deserves love. And I gave up on that kid years ago because I thought he was too weak. You guys don't understand. You have to love yourself. You can't do what I did. Don't make my mistake. Forgive yourself. You don't need to be loved by others. You just need to be loved by you. Have the dreams, have the hope, have the future that you all deserve. Because I believe in you. Because if I can come out of this alive, sure, I have many scars, but I came out of it alive, and I stopped blaming my father for shit that has happened to me, because I did that to myself. I did all those horrible things. I gave up on everything that I ever wanted. And I don't even remember the original dreams I had. I don't remember the person that I was. I don't remember Achilles. I'm only just rebuilding him after the eggshells and years of torment. I became something that I wasn't. I lost a sense of self. I was a machine. I wasn't alive. For so long, I wasn't alive. And I did it by destroying myself in blaming my past on one person. While yes, he is at fault for destroying my childhood, he is not at fault for destroying me. I did that to myself. So, I hope that hearing this, you learn from my mistakes, you forgive yourself, and you forgive the many people that have wronged you, so that you can move on with your life and take action back to your hands. take your life back into the place where it should be. To you. You hold your fate. You are the leader of your world. You're the main character to your life. So, I hope that answers your question, guys. Eclipse and Tark. Because nobody deserves to live the way that I did. And I know that many people have. And many people have lived worse lives than me. And I hope to them that they find peace the way that I have. I'm still fighting for that peace. But I'm forgiving myself every day for putting myself through that struggle. So, any other questions, guys? I'm sorry I went out. I went all out there for a second. I just want people to be happy. I just want people to be alive. I just want people to feel appreciated. And I know what abuse does to people. It's never fun. Honestly, I would get 10 more beatings before I heard what my father said to me, but I wish I could have spoke to Achilles that day and just tell him to let it go and to forgive him. Because I spent so many years angry, throwing my life away. Yeah, it is. What's up, Simp? Do you have any questions? Oh, does anybody have any more questions? Please, feel free to ask me anything. Again, there are no wrong questions. We're all here together as a community. I don't even know why my guy's lips aren't even moving anymore. Is he? He does, but it's like very short. I don't know why. I guess it's because it's kind of a little dark in this room. I will finally be going back to horseback after I broke my leg from falling. You know, that happened to my friend. Well, actually, he's my I think, what do you call it? What was the word for that? My uncle-in-law? Because he's dating my aunt, and it's so funny. But yeah, no, he broke his leg. Horseback riding, the horse fell on his leg, he broke it, and he can never really go back to horseback. Sí, yo puedo hablar español, pero yo entiendo mal que yo pueda hablar, pero sí, yo hablo español. In translation, yes, I do speak Spanish. I can primarily speak, I don't primarily speak it, but I understand more than I can speak. That's what I said in Spanish, for any of you who were curious to know what I said in Spanish. Pero sí, yo puedo hablar español. Spanish used to be my first language, actually. Till I went to school, that got taken away, and I primarily just speak English. But yeah. Would you say that purely mental abuse is worse than physical? It's a bit personal, and I get it if you don't want to answer, but my answer would be yes. Well, it's a mixture, actually. For me, I got both. So it's mental abuse, I would say, is more, and this is coming from a person that's been heavily beaten many times. But I can tell the difference too, because I can get my ass beaten, but I think after my father said what he said at 14, I would rather get 10 more beatings than ever hear that, because those words were life-changing for me. And having a father tell you that he doesn't want to be your father anymore, while relentlessly beating you until you gave in to his question, is tough. Hey, Roses, welcome. We're having a Q&A, so feel free to ask any questions if you're curious about how the content works in my channel. Did you say that you purely meant to? No, before my mother technically abandoned me 4 months ago, she struggled to help me out of my country and have me socialize again, but don't trust anyone now. Sure, it's like always give it a chance. I won't say that the way that parents do it is usually right, because I can already tell how your mom probably does it, but she means the best for you. She wants you to just be happy and in your comfort zone, to be willing to communicate with people, but she is trying. And honestly, she wants you out there, and you should be trying to communicate more often. Go out on your own, go to a mall, go to somewhere in hopes that you will find someone. Find a place that you can also be comfortable to being yourself. But you have to like occasionally put yourself out there, because there's nothing worse than doing what I did, and that was living in a box for 24 years of my life, and I would never do that again. I'm gonna head out further, but I'll catch you on the next session. Okay, love you, Kuru. Anybody else have any like questions? Like, feel free. It can be about contents that you've watched, characters that I've made on my ASMR content, like the vampire or the reapers that I've made, or even the swordsman. I plan to bring certain characters back eventually. I haven't had the time or really the mental fortitude, because I made so many ASMR videos. It's ridiculous. I think I have a. What is my biggest fear? I have a lot of big fears. I'm afraid of lassophobia. I mean, I have a fear of like things in the water that might be in the water with me. I also have a fear of mannequins and dolls, especially the real eyes looking one, and they would just stand off in a corner somewhere. But yeah, that's my biggest fear. Yeah, they're like human-shaped looking things that just doesn't make any sense to me, especially if I'm alone in a room with them. Especially darkness. I also no. You know what? No, I'm not afraid of spiders, but I'm kind of afraid of spiders. My favorite artist. Are you talking about music-wise, or are you talking about like actual artists, like in terms of like like art that you would find in a museum or something like that? Well, music-wise, I like Frank Vili with the song that we have together, "Can't Take My Eyes Off You." I love that song to death, and it is honestly such a pleasure that I was actually able to give it to you. I like the band Crossfade. It's honestly my favorite rock band, which actually was the first rock band music that I ever heard that got me into rock entirely, especially alternative rock. And Crossfade is my favorite. With the inclusion of Seether, 3 Days Grace, but primarily Frank Vili, Crossfade, and who else do I like? Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra is hands down one of my favorite classical musics from the 1950s. So yeah. Let's see, where was the longest you ever cried? Oof, that's dark. I mean, I don't really know. I don't keep track of it. Yeah, especially if you're in stress, what may feel like minutes can feel like hours. But yeah, no, I mean, I've cried for a while, but I think during that incident with my father, I think I cried like for days. Should I say my first word for by all means, go ahead. I mean, we're all here together. Who is my comfort character? What do you mean, like comfort character? Like, what is that? I've heard people say that. Are you talking about like my ASMR characters, like who I rely on? What's a comfort character? Or is that like something that I like on media or on movies that I've probably liked and I identify with that person more? It's okay, Becca. Just gotta have you here. Oh wait, I forgot to do something. What's globophobia? Wait, globophobia or globophobia? What is that? And it better not be about feet. I swear to God, if this is a trap and it's about feet, I'm gonna I'm gonna murder you later. Like a character that makes you feel safe and comfortable. You know what? Shit, like safe and comfortable. Honestly, Goku is like my childhood hero, because he actually that character inspires me to be the very best that I can be. But he also seems like a pretty cool guy. Goku is a very awesome character to me, and he's like the father figure I never really got to have, even though he's a horrible father figure in the anime. But yes, Goku is my comfort character. And he's a role model to me. Oh, fear balloons? Oh yes, that's right, you're afraid of balloons. I'm totally gonna use that. I'm a horrible boyfriend, guys. What other questions do you guys got for me? I know I'm probably gonna feel embarrassed for this, but my first phobia is swings. It pushed me. What is the biggest regret of my life? Well, you guys already know that one. The biggest regret of my life is not forgiving myself for the longest time. Spending too much time trying to be appreciated and loved, where I kind of sort of derailed myself onto becoming this help bot after, like I said, the incident. Everything goes down to that one incident. I swear to God, because it was the very thing that caused me to become what I am. And while it is something that also set me on this path to becoming this, in a lot of ways, yes, I do feel remorse and regretful for having this moment. And that is that, unfortunately, I don't know if the music is too loud. Is the music too loud? I'll put it down just a little. But yeah, it's spending too much time trying to be perfect for the world, and trying to be loved and trying to be good enough, when I should have been loving myself and should have been taking care of myself more. So yeah, that's the biggest regret of my life. I should have forgiven my past and him and myself, and let go of that rage and just trying to live the childhood that I should have had, rather than being angry my whole life and trying to be good enough for everybody. I became a slave. I became this husk. I'm now becoming Achilles again. I'm living an amazing life, but you know, it's one of those things that you kind of wonder, how would it be if you just forgiven yourself sooner? Because I spent 24 years doing the same thing, getting angry, trying to be good enough, helping people, and just living my life in the benefit and happiness of others, and never learning what it's like to have that for myself. So yeah, that's the regret that I have. Oh guys, I literally forgot to do the famous wink that I do. You know, even though people have seen my face, I don't want to let go of this character. I feel like this Shadow Combine character is I don't know. I feel like if people see human me constantly, it wouldn't feel normal. I don't know. I feel like this is a safety mask for people to feel more comfortable, because I feel like human me is a little bit too much to deal with sometimes, and you want to feel like to put all these emotions onto this character rather than a person. Because I also imagine this is what my ASMR characters look like, so you can feel like at least a little bit more at home with him. I have a really bad fear of loud sounds, like me being compared to like a huge black. Why did I say huge black? I thought I said huge black. No, block, huge block. It just scares me. Wait, loud sounds, like me being. Wait, but what does a block have to do with anything? With sound? Are you talking about loud, huge things? Like people are afraid of close up or wait, gigantophobe, I think it was called, where you're scared of huge things. I wouldn't really care because it's still you. Yeah, but I don't know. I put so much work into this character, and I love Shadow Combine, and I feel like he's an icon for every misunderstood person. Because even though he looks questionable and sometimes can look on the evil side, he has a soft heart. And that's why what I like people to identify with him is that people tend to look at us like we're some sort of, I don't know, people with a bitch face, a resting bitch face attitude, or people who have attitude, but a lot of us are just hurting on the inside, and that's what Shadow Combine is a person that just needs to be loved, a chance to be heard, a second chance. Because I'm pretty sure a character like Shadow Combine, if he were to be given a chance, he'd be happy, he'd be free, he'd be, imagine if he didn't have all those unfortunate scarring on him, the shadow figure, the red glowing eyes, the things that separate him from the world around him. He's an icon of the silenced, of the shadows. So I like this character. He's sweet. He's kind. Everybody would look at him like oh, he's a shadow person. He's evil, but no, he's just misunderstood. Oh, that's everyone's fear, being abandoned. And I think that's what happened to me. Bro, I'm having a crisis. Carol, I'm sensitive to but the block though. What do you mean, Bunny? What do you mean? To loud sounds, I don't know about the block though. I just love this silly goose. What other questions do you guys have for me? Hey, actually, I want to ask you guys a question. For those of you who have seen my ASMR content, what is the most favorite character I have ever made? Aside from ASMR Boyfriend, unless you only watch my ASMR Boyfriend content, what is your favorite ASMR character that I have played? See, now I'm asking you guys the questions. Bully? You guys like the bully ASMR? Yeah, no, I can see it. But I'm surprised too, because you come for ASMR for comfort. But I did created him as also a misunderstood character, because in a lot of ways he's just trying to fit in most of the time, but he doesn't want to actually bully. The funniest thing is that he's the bully that I made. He's not such an asshole. He's just a follower pretty much, and he's just trying to fit in, but he's just as scared as anybody else is. I'm only here for the stream and have fun to cope. That's cool. What's the most annoying thing that has happened to you? Ugh. Oh my god. I like the toe sucker one. He was pretty fun. I never made a character like that. I never made a character like that. So to answer your question, Short Stack, there was a prank that was pulled on me. The most horrible prank that is ever pulled on me, and it caused me so much trouble. I don't know if I ever told. I think I have told this story before, but this is the day that I was tricked into thinking that I was gonna die by my brothers. It was a I call it the sugar parasite prank. Because as you all know, I don't know if you've ever had this problem, but have you ever had ants sneak into your sugar pot before? Like, have you ever left your sugar pot open and then sometimes ants try to crawl inside and things like that? I just want to see if it ever happened before I tell my story. Okay, so some of you have. Okay. Well, ants like sugar, and occasionally ants will try to sneak into your sugar pot, and well, unfortunately, not that, but we cleaned it out. We always get cleaned out. I mean, we always clean out the sugar pot every now and then put new sugar in. If we ever have a contamination, we clean it out and everything. But my brother, obviously, he knows that I've seen ants in the sugar pot before. But I remember, doing this whole thing where I drink milk with sugar as a kid. And I would do this whole pretty cool trick too. Which actually, if you guys are ever in the mood to try something, try milk with sugar and put it in the microwave for literally 30 seconds. I know this sounds fucking crazy, but try this for me. You grab sugar, you put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, and what it does is that it warms up the top layer of milk, like a little bit of top area layer. And what it does is that while you're drinking it, and drink it slowly, don't drink it too fast, drink it like you would a coffee or something, or like you can drink it a little bit more consistent, but just make sure it has like a soft flow coming in. And the cold and hot, the hot temperature at the top and the cold in the bottom will mix up as it goes in, and it tastes like some beautiful hot and cold desserts as you're drinking the milk sugar thing that I showed you guys. So it has to be in the microwave for literally 30 seconds, and the cold and hot will come in like it tastes like some sort of ice cream hot dessert. It's amazing. But anyways, back to the story of the day that I got tricked into thinking that I was going to die. So when that happened to me, my my brother goes in and says, "Achilles, what are you doing? What's going on?" He's like, "Oh my God, did you put the sugar in the milk and you drank it?" "Yeah." "Well, why?" He's like, "Oh my God, Achilles, you're going to die." I'm like, "Why? What's going to happen? You didn't see the answer in there? I know that there's ants been occasionally, but I didn't think it was a bad idea." Oh my God, Achilles is going to die." And I'm like, "Oh no." I can't believe this is going to happen. Don't tell me I'm going to die. He's like, "No, Achilles, I'm sorry." And then I'm like, Ahmed, what should I do?" He's like, No, man, it's too late. You're going to die. It's done. You can't do anything. And I start crying. This motherfucker's laughing at me and I'm crying. I literally think I'm gonna fucking die. And my brother's just, "Hey, Weasel." And my brother's just like fucking like laughing at me. And then he's like, he then has the audacity that while I'm begging for my life, that my brother just sits down watching TV. And I'm just bawling and I'm just crying and and then he has the audacity to say, "You know what, Achilles? If you're just gonna keep crying, just go upstairs and die somewhere else." And I'm like, "Oh no, that's not what he said." He said, because it was the fucked up shit. He's like, "Achilles, just because you're dying doesn't mean you have to ruin my TV time." He literally said that, and I'm like, I remember I was like, oh my god, I gotta fucking die. Fuck you, man. I just go upstairs. I fucking tell my mom. I tell my mom what happened. Obviously, when the mom knows, eventually the dad's gonna know. And as you know, my dad wasn't a good guy. So he tells. She tells my dad. My dad comes home, and he gets us all outside. Now, mind you, Ahmed, he's not my oldest brother, but he was the oldest brother in the house. It stands for me, Achilles, the youngest, my brother Harold, the second youngest, my brother Ahmed, the third youngest, Fernie, and Abran Singh. So that's how it goes. But Ahmed was the oldest that was living in the house at that time. So he pulls. Obviously, Harold was also going in with the trick, saying, "Oh yeah, you're gonna die," you know, what a fucking idiot. So I got so mad at these guys, but obviously there was nothing I could do because I was so sad, and I thought I was gonna die. My dad brings us all out here, all outside, and he's like, "Oh my god, you guys are fucking idiots!" And you know, he was verbally saying bullshit to us and things like that. And then he looked at me. He said, "Achilles, there's no parasites in anything." And he grabs like a handful of fucking dirt and he shoves it in his mouth. That's the funniest thing is that Ahmed, my older brother, was just fucking saying, "No, you know what, man? I really do think that has dirt in it." And he gets his ass beat. He gets no. We all get our asses beat. We all get what is known as in Spanish un cocotazo. Now, if anybody of you who don't understand what that is probably the worst beating you can get in your life. Un cocotazo. So, my brother Ahmed got his ass beat for pulling off that prank and being an asshole. My brother Harold got his ass beat for being for being a party to the prank, and I got my ass beat for being gullible. And I'm like, that's not even fair. So the lesson learned is that don't be an idiot. That's all I got. That's all I learned from that night. So yeah, that's the story on the day that I thought I was gonna die. And that was the most annoying time that I've ever had. Wait, Tark, you don't know that I've already shown my face? Yeah, I've done a face review already. Though I'm thinking about taking it back. I don't know. And I kind of miss being faceless sometimes, but. And it's what's funny is that it's not even too late for me to go back being faceless. Like I can just go back into obscurity, and honestly, most of you guys would just keep that secret anyways. Like I trust many of you to keep that secret. You can go through some of my shorts or type of face reveal. I've done many pranks, but you have to find the most recent one, and you'll find it. Hey Maya. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, by all means ask. I might look a little different in a couple months from now because I'm growing out my emo hair again. So I wouldn't use that as a roadmap to what I look like now. No. That Tark was asking me about a face reveal. I told her that I already did a face reveal and that it's still out there, but that I'm thinking maybe one day I might reverse that face reveal. I don't know. I mean, I truthfully, I don't even think that it matters what I look like. You guys really don't make it a priority to see what I look like. It's gonna be emo Jesus, yeah, because I'm growing out I'm keeping my beard, but with long hair. I did have an emo phase, and I did have that crazy long hair and everything. I literally told you broke my cage, man. I broke you too. I broke you too. Oh, that still reminds me of the video Weasel-san, where I said, "You blew up his house, now I'm gonna blow up your prostate." Oh my god. Ugh. Do you guys have any other questions? By all means, please ask anything. Anything at all. If it's too personal, I'll just say too personal. But I won't get mad at you guys. Oh, if you hear some weird creaking in the background, that's just me stepping around in my seat. My seat is very rusty and it creates this... here, look, I'm going to keep doing it if you guys can hear it. Wait, hold on, I'm trying to... There you go. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm just like moving around my seat. Comment, you should play Minecraft in Stardew Valley. I do play Minecraft. And I did try to open up a Minecraft server, but nobody joined, so I was just like... Whatever. Whatever. Did you ever have a nightmare that scared you so much? Yes. Well, yeah, no, yes. I mean, I've had many nightmares. Honestly, most of the dreams I have are just nightmares. Like, I used to have nightmares back then, but I don't have them anymore. I think the moment I started taking better care of myself, my nightmares started going away. Now I just go to sleep. I do have dreams now occasionally where I can sort of have dreams about my girlfriend, but that's it. Like I don't have normal dreams. I just have dreams occasionally about people I love. But like I dream about my family sometimes, but that's pretty much it. My dreams are non-consistent. I have more nightmares than I have dreams. But that's why I need to take better care of my mental health and physical health, because I think it has to do with my stress levels. Any other questions, guys? Hey guys, wouldn't it be so crazy? And hear me out. If you guys just like send me $1,000, you know, that'd be so nuts. But don't do it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was dared to by Kaylee. I can't do this. I can't do this. I remember. You know what I should do? I should do like a try not to laugh challenge. I used to do those, and last time I did that, my girlfriend made me become a typical YouTuber. She literally made me, and this is when we were just friends. She made me say a line where I would literally act like a typical YouTuber. Like I forgot what it was. Like, oh yeah, hey guys, it's Combine. Like, rate, subscribe. Imagine if I were to say that, like, like, rate, subscribe, guys. Please stay awesome on this channel. You know what? Oh my god. The way that my try not to laugh challenge used to work out was that if you guys made me watch a video that made me laugh, the winner would get me to say a very specific funny line, or say any type of line. You know what, I miss doing that. We should do like a Halloween special sort of thing. Also, I need to bring back everybody. Ugh. My brain is not braining. Hey, Bunny, welcome. This is confusing. I'm gonna call you BB Bunny because I already have a girlfriend that I call Bunny. So it's ridiculous. So you will be BB Bunny, and my bunny will just be Bunny. So, hey, BB Bunny, welcome. Glad to have you here. Yeah, I chose the wrong name. I chose the wrong nickname to give to my girlfriend. Considering I have worked with her on several collabs in the past. Ugh. No, don't do that, buddy. No, no, it's her nickname that I gave her. I call her Bunny. That's why. Hey, redhead, welcome, welcome. Combines your baby girl. Oh my God! Stop it! Stop it! All right, guys. Have any other questions? Sorry, I was stretching. I want to get back into live streaming horror games. Any questions that you guys might want to know about my content, anything that I make, any characters that you've always wanted to see come back, something like that. I want to make Shadow laugh with my menacing stories about what the hell. Did you ever overthink about something? Oh, obviously it's a lot. I'm an introvert. It's like half. What kind of VTuber thing you use? I use. I'll tell you right now. I use VTuber Maker, but it's a mixture of a lot of things because I did not use VTuber Maker to make my character model. My character model was made by something else, but. It was like a list of different things that I had to use in order to make it happen. It was annoying, but yeah. We got 9 minutes left, guys. If you have any particular questions that you guys want to ask, by all means, do it now. We only got like a couple minutes left, type of thing. You know how this goes. What has been the highlight of your biggest accomplishment of your year? You mean this year? Or just like any year? Have you ever played Go Home? Yes, I actually have, yes. No, it's okay, Bunny. You still have time to ask any question. Biggest accomplishment this year. Getting the courage to do a face reveal, finally admitting to myself that I can be me and Shadow Combine and not be worried about being canceled. And even if I did, I'll just go back to living my life normally and things like that. But also finding you and having this amazing relationship with you, because honestly, you're honestly been the highlight of this year and my life as well. And I love you so much. So yes, you've been the greatest accomplishment this year. I love you, Bunny. Let's see, what other things? What's the most crazy funny moment you remember that you'll never forget? It's actually the prank. Believe it or not, even though it was the most annoying thing, it was actually the same prank that I just told you about, because that was the most ridiculous thing. There was one time where on Halloween, it was scary, but there was this one time on Halloween where all of us kind of rode to this abandoned forest lot type of thing going on, and we're all dressed up in our Halloween costumes and things like that. I remember being dressed up as Jason Voorhees, my brother's Michael Myers, and things like that. And we were supposed to go around the forest for some odd reason, just to like have some sort of experience. But it was so scary because it was absolutely terrifying. There was a car seat that was abandoned out there with a doll and a fucked up eye just like dangling there. I don't know, it looked like the creepiest thing ever. And as we got in, there's so many weird things going on in that forest. I didn't know what was going on, and I saw mind you, I have the next 2 days off. We got to do something. Yes, we actually got to do a Halloween special live stream, just like last time. We got to get Kaylee back on. I don't know. He's been sort of isolated just as much as I have, supposedly from what I heard from BMJ and everything. But yeah, I got lost in the forest. I got panicked. I saw something huge wandering in the forest, and I immediately retreated. But I think that was the funnest time I ever had. Bye, Tark. Stay beautiful. Stay the best you can be, and stay awesome. Love you. Has anyone asked you the most dumbest question? What had you think it made sense or not? Yes, actually. And that was during the time that I was working in a theater. Mind you, there's not a lot of stupid questions that you can ask me. I don't really think that there's a really dumb question, but I think this person was just saying it just to either be an idiot or be an asshole to someone else. During the time that I was working in the movie theater, I was dealt with a problem way back then where this person just it was really bad because like I'm still boggled at this. So she comes to me. It was this Karen type lady. She comes to me and she asked me, "Listen, I got a problem with people next to me, and I guess she wanted to sort of get rid of them. And she says, can you print out a ticket that says that I have a ticket at their seat?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not going to do that." I'm like, "I don't care if you have a problem with them. If you want me to get rid of them, you know, because the funny thing is that those kids were respectful. They didn't say anything mean or horrible. She just didn't like the fact that she was sitting next to kids. So the problem was that she said she saw kids. I guess she thought they were gonna react to something. And I said, "Were these kids being mean? Were these kids talking?" He's like, "No, but I just know that they're gonna eventually talk." And I'm like, "But how do you know that? You know, were they doing something?" He's like, "No, I just have one of those weird hunches. They're just going to be rude and say things." And I'm like, well, I can't just get rid of people just on accountability. That is that. And it seems to me, and you know what's funny? What's funny is that I asked those kids, okay, I'll call you Bun. I'll call you Bun, or Bun. And I asked those kids, I asked Karen, that's what I call her because I don't know her name, obviously. But I told her, like, well, can I see the ticket that you have? And she immediately got defensive. She's like, why? What do you need that? And I'm like, well, you know, I just want to see where you're positioned, if they're going to react or something. And plus, you did come here. I also want to make sure that, like, no, you don't need to see a ticket. And I'm like, now I'm starting to get a little confused and a little worried because she wanted me to give her the tickets of that seat that the kids were sitting in. And I'm like, no, I think I do want to see what ticket you have. And let me speak to your manager. And I'm like, he's going to tell you the same thing, and he's going to find it weird that you wanted tickets to a seat that wasn't yours and that you're not willing to show your ticket. And I'm like, just let me see your ticket. And if your ticket makes sense, by all means, I'll let you go back to your seat and we won't have this fucking problem. She immediately starts screaming profanities, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, all the workers here are fucking idiots and this and that. I'm like, well, you're the one here that's under a pretense sort of thing, and you're trying to pick a fight with kids that haven't even done anything, and you want to take their seats. I'm like, those kids haven't even done anything to you. So yeah, but I don't like kids. If you don't like kids, then you really shouldn't be here. You're watching a kid's movie, ma'am. And she's like, you know what? Just let me speak to the manager. I'm like, by all means. So I brought the manager. He immediately, I didn't have to say anything. Immediately, he asks, ma'am, can I just see your ticket, please? And she immediately had a meltdown. And while she was having a meltdown, my boss tells me to go back to cleaning theaters. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And the next time I make my lap around the theater, because you know how I don't know if you guys have ever had a theater that's two weight, but me crossing into a different section of a theater because you know how it goes from 1 through 10, and then the other aisle is 11 through 18 or something like that. So it goes like that. So I have to cross the concession stand again, and the next time I see her, I see police escorting her out of the building, and she's having like a fucking meltdown, and she's throwing shit all over the place, and she threw like popcorn in the fucking middle of the lobby, which it decked someone. I think I forgot what happened, but yeah, no, like that lady had to be escorted out because she didn't want to show a fucking ticket, but she wasn't moving. She could have just left without any problems, or she could have gone back without any issues, but no. Either she didn't have a ticket and she just wanted to sort of kick some kids out. I don't know, but she was out of her fucking mind. I'd be in jail. I don't know. I have patience. I find people who do things to humiliate themselves pretty hilarious. These fists are rated E for everyone. No, Weasel, you can't just do that. Weasel-san, I told you this. Any last questions before we head out? To be honest, I would have slapped her. My anger problems could never. I'm too patient because I like seeing people make a fool out of themselves. I don't really have to say much when your actions and the people around you is gonna literally deal with you if you don't chill the fuck out. If you don't chill the fuck out. Put her in a combo lock. Jesus Christ, Weasel. Shit, juggle her ass. This isn't Mortal Kombat, Weasel. You can't just juggle people during a combo lock. What are you gonna do then? Then do brutality after that? Finish her. Finish her. Fucking rip out her heart or something. I'm the best kind of mod. You suck. I'm not paying you anything, for the record. In case you didn't see my question, what's your favorite song that made you want to put it on repeat and dance randomly? Well, a dance, I don't know. But repeatedly, recently, I've been listening to that song "Pretend" by Bad Omens. I love that fucking song. And then I got even darker by listening to what's that song that I like? Oh, wait, can I see it? No, I don't think it's here. Oh yes, Garden. Take Me Back to Garden. Take Me Back to Eden by. Let me see what's it called. What's the band called? I always forget the name because it's like very specific. Sleep Token. That's what's called. Take Me Back to Eden by Sleep Token. So I've been in a emo type phase of listening to music where I'm listening to Bad Omens and Sleep Token, and I've been playing those songs on constant repeat. But Pretend is like a really cool ass song that you can just repeat. But majority of my songs that I do repeat on constantly is Frank Sinatra and Frank Valli. Those songs are just amazing. Oh my god, funk songs. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I just saw like a short video about them. That was funny. Let me see. Oh, self-kill this Friday. Oh shit! Look at that. Stepping. One thing somebody obsessed with. Oh shit! Well, that's cool. Anyways, guys. Unfortunately, I don't have any more time. Stay beautiful, stay the best that you can be, and above all else, stay awesome. Thank you guys for enjoying this 30-year anniversary with me, and it has been an absolute pleasure just always having you guys supporting this channel, having my back and always taking the time to listen to each other as a community, because you guys make this community so beautiful and special, that you guys not only talk to me but talk to each other and keep each other into these happy mixes. So hell yeah, I'm always happy to have you guys here. So let's stay in contact. I'll try my best to make more content for you guys, more ASMR content and more characters, because we do got to keep doing this. Anyways, love you guys. Stay beautiful, stay the best that you can be, and above all else, stay awesome.